Hi, in this unit, properties of trapezoids and kites, we will be talking about three things. One is trapezoid, another is isosceles trapezoid, and the third is kites. Let's understand them one by one. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral with exactly one pair of parallel sides. Yes, it has only one pair. And the parallel sides that we are talking about are the bases. As you can see in this diagram, BC and AD, they are parallel. So AD is parallel to BC. And these two sides, these are the bases. These are called the base sides. Angle B, C, A, and D, these are the base angles. On the other hand, sides AB and DC, these are called legs of a trapezoid. Based on this concept, I have a question for you to try. I want you to try this question. In this question, they have given you angle A, and you need to figure out what is angle B, C, and D. Before you solve this question, keep in mind what is the sum total of the interiors of a quadrilateral. That information will help you to figure out this question. The second thing that we will talk about in this video is the isosceles trapezoid. It is a trapezoid but isosceles. It is a trapezoid where the two base angles are equal. So if you can see in this particular diagram, the base angles, either the bottom ones or the top ones, they will be equal to each other. Sides opposite the base angles. So sides opposite to the base angles, we are talking about this side, they will be equal. And another important piece of information that is not given in this diagram is that if it is an isosceles, then the diagonals, they will be congruent to each other. That is extremely important. I have another question for you. In this question, they are talking about something about the midsegment. To understand this question, we have to understand one theorem of trapezoid that talks about midsegments. Let's understand that. Trapezoid midsegment theorem, as the name suggests, midsegment is a segment that connects the midpoints of its leg. This theorem says that if MN is the midsegment of trapezoid ABCD, they have given us the trapezoid A, B, C, D, and MN is the midsegment, then MN will be parallel to AB and also MN will be parallel to DC. Now, to understand it better, let's go step by step. If it is a trapezoid and if the two opposite sides are parallel, AB is parallel to DC. This is our starting point. Then the midsegment will also be parallel to these lines. That is what they are talking about. First thing. Another thing is that to find out the midsegment will be the sum of AB plus DC. So let's say AB is 4 and DC is 8, then MN will be 1/2 of 4 plus 8. That will give you lovely answer as 6 units, because 8 plus 4 is 12 and 12 divided by 2 is nothing but 6. Okay. The last thing that we will discuss here is the shape kite. A kite is a quadrilateral that has two pairs of consecutive sides. Consecutive means one followed by the another. So the normal shape of the kite, and easy to understand, it's something like this. It is not perfect to the scale, but this is what we are looking for. Try to make something like this. And they are saying two pairs of consecutive sides. That means two sides which are consecutive, right? Opposite sides are not congruent. So the opposite sides, they are not congruent. These two are not congruent. And the diagonals will be perpendicular. So if there are diagonals in the kite, they are perpendicular. How it will look like? Let's understand it. So this is the shape that we are talking about. Two consecutive sides, they are equal. And in this case, we are talking about the diagonals. So diagonals AC and BD are the diagonals. Right? And they are perpendicular. That means they are creating 90 degrees. Another information is this one. Exactly one pair. Yes, only and only one pair. Not more than that. Opposite angles are congruent. Now you can see angle A is congruent to angle C. B and D, they are not congruent, but at least one pair will be congruent to each other. To understand it better, let's take one example. So in this particular question, they have given us, you can see there are two lines. That means DE is equal to EF, right? And here I can see two lines here. So DG is equal to FG. Right. Now, so that means it is a kite, right? Two consecutive sides, they are equal. And they said, one of the properties says that at least one pair of angles are congruent, right? But the angles that are given to us, they are not equal. I also know that the interior angle sum of a quadrilateral should be 360 degrees, right? So if angle D is congruent to angle F based on this property of a kite, I can say let angle D be X and F is also X. I can write my equation like this: 115 degrees plus 73 degrees plus X degrees plus X degrees should be equal to 306 degrees. Now my question to you is, what is X degree? And X degree should be equal to angle D is equal to angle, which is nothing but X degrees. Figure it out for me.